Hey everybody, trying a real quick video before I go to bed for the night. I just wanted to do one little album since Rosie's out of the house and it's pretty quiet. So I'm just going to do a quick one here. I'm only going to use like maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 colors because I lose a lot of it into the bucket anyways doing record albums. And so I'm just going for less color, more design. So, okay. I got some navy right here. So, I'm just going to do that. Maybe 3 colors, but 3 colors at the most. Okay, there's some navy, and just for yucks, just for a little tiny bit of contrast, a little bit of purple, and that's all I'm going to put in there except for my metallic that's going to be the center of attraction. And it starts making those noises. I get air bubbles in my paint. Sorry about that, folks. My nose itches as soon as I get my gloves on. Okay. Just going to give that a little bit of a swirly because I don't want all my purple at the bottom. It's mostly navy anyways. Just going to do a flip cup here. Boop. Alright. Just let it drip a little bit. And since it's only 2 colors, I'm not going to poke a pin in it or anything like that. Alright, just enough purple in it to mix in with that navy and make it more interesting. Okay. And before I put my last color in, I'm going to tilt. And I still need my turntable for that, so I just want to spread the navy and purple out before I get my metallic color on there. And that way most of the design will stay where I want it to, I hope. I'm getting a little bit better as time goes by. Learning. Learn it, know it, live it. The old movie used to say. Anyway, slow but sure. It's been about 2 months now since I've been doing this. Yeah, 2 months, I think. Yeah, maybe. And anyways, I've learned to slow down, take my time, and just keep practicing, of course. That's all you can do is practice, practice, practice. Tilting kind of slow tonight, but that's alrighty, righty. We can work with that. I'm going to get it real close to the edge there. As you can see, I've almost got the whole thing covered. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just cover all of it and then add my metallics. Let's hurry it along because I want this to be a quick video and it's going to be pretty. Ooh, got to be careful of that purple swirl in there that I don't wreck it. Just want to hurry up and get the edges so it'll flow a little quicker. Okay, let's go ahead and get that covered. Almost got it. Might not work out the way I want it to in my head, but at least I'm trying something a little bit different. I'm going to cover first before adding my fancy color. Having air bubbles here because that purple was so low. You can always make more purple as long as you got red and blue, which I used the last of my red yesterday, so that's not an option. My nephew said, "Now are you totally out, or you just say you're out, Aunt Teresa?" And I said, "Well, I'm totally out of these certain colors, but I'm not out like I thought it was before when I said, this was my last video, and then the next day, this is my last video," you know, because I kept finding more paint and more materials. But this time, I'm truly out of red and my island blue and a few other colors. What on earth is that? Some type of a slimy deal. So I do have to watch what I'm doing so I'm not so I don't totally run out. But I'm gonna go to this hobby store real soon, and I will replenish my stock and get more canvas and paint. And then I'll have my sister-in-law and the kids come over and play with me. Okay. Got pretty even coverage of the purple and blue mixture. And before I put my metallic on it, let me run a little bit of heat on it just to make sure I got those air bubbles out. Alright, real quick. I forgot what I was going to do. I was going to try a string pull on my record album. But you know what? I got more albums, so I can do that next time. So, just go with what we got right now. There's a little divot right there where I pulled that slime thing out. So you know what I'm going to do? Put a little drop of navy right there. Peek through my bifocals. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Bacon, eggs, and toast. Alright. Now we're going to add our metallic. And only because I'm going to add silicone to it. Yeah, just use my cup. Hang on. And because I want to add silicone to it, I'm going to put it in the cup. Okay. We got rose gold. And I think this is the one that I squirted a tablespoon or two of. Yeah, it is. And I put 1 or 2 tablespoons of the last of my pure gold. But you can't really tell. It all looks basically like the rose gold, which I did that one last week with the turtle shell look to it, and everybody liked it. Okay, we got some rose gold metallic, which will, you know, pretty much pop anyways, but we're going to make it pop even more. And this is a multi-purpose silicone lubricant by Johnson's. My husband got it for $2.59 plus tax, and it works a lot better than the rubbing alcohol or the WD-40, way better. So I just hold the cup and keep it down so you don't get the spray. 1, 2, 3. Woo, stinks. Woo, ethery. My Atlanta. And we do want to stir that a little bit, so I'm going to use the clean end of this purple stick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mix it in too much and you kind of lose the effects. So I kind of count to 3 or 5, just depends on the size of my porridge, not porridges and stuff you eat. I tend to put AGE at the end of things. Okay, so now we're going to take the lemon squeezer, stick it in the approximate middle, and we're just going to pour that rose gold in there. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. And I just dripped in the purple blue. Yeah. Not much of a pattern so far, but we'll make one. I don't really think I got much of a pouring medium in here because these metallics, they mix a little bit thinner anyways for some reason. Some paint brands are thicker than the others, and even some colors are thicker than others. And the canary yellow and the orange tends to be thicker than like the red and the gold, whatever. Yeah, didn't really get too much of a pattern this time, and it's probably because I already put down the navy purple. No problem. We can work with that. We can work with it. My Rosiekins went home for the night, just me and the hubs here now. Nice and quiet. Okay. A little bit left in here. Tiny bit. After I clean up, I'm going to bed because I'm tired. Had Rosie all weekend, don't get me wrong. I just love having her, but after a weekend, we kind of get tired out being the grandparents, you know. We wear out a little bit faster than the parent does because we're getting older. Yeah, don't know how this is going to turn out, which is one of my famous sayings. But you know me, I'm easy going. We'll work with it. Alright, I think before I do anything, Should have made it a string pole, but you know what? I got more albums. We can do the string pole later, like tomorrow or something. Just take the stick and drag it. Sound effects help because, yeah, it keeps me awake. Looks pretty swirly to me. One more right there, and maybe one more right there. Okay. All right. Here we go. Get out of our way. Okay, this is what it looks like now. It's almost kind of too cool to mess with. And cells are already starting to form just a little from me dragging the stick through. You see some cell poppage a little bit. The sides. And I might just swirl it around a little bit and leave it. I don't know. See what it does here. It is moving, guys and gals. It just doesn't look like it because it's a little bit thicker tonight. That's alright. Oh, it's slip sliding a little bit. It's kind of cool. I'm not going to mess with it too much. Take the blow dryer to it, see if we can get some more cell poppage going. But I really don't want to mess with the design too much because I kind of like the swirls. You know, even though it's not perfect swirlies, it's different here, but we don't want it to be uniform because that would be boring, wouldn't it? There we go. Slip slide into the middle. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't know where that came from. I'm just getting tired, folks. Getting tired. It's been a long weekend. It's been a long day. A good weekend, though. 2 open houses yesterday at opposite ends of the county, of course, but that's alright. We did it. Had a good time. Almost looks like a smiley face in the middle. There's a bubble. Let's get that. Alright. Okay. I don't even have a lot of drippage this time because I kept it pretty clean. Alright, let's try some heat to it because I kind of like this one. Sometimes your accidents are a lot prettier than the on purposes. Okay. Let's get some heat. I dropped something. Stick. Let's get this out of the way. There we go. Alright, excuse me. Okay. A little bit of paint needs to come to the edge right there. Right there. Alright, we got it. Okay, everybody. Here we go. That's what we got. It's almost like the sun, you know, or a celestial type picture, I guess you could say. I don't know. I think of outer space or the sun.